Do you know Cookie Monster, Cookie Monster, Cookie Monster? Do you know Cookie Monster? He's a monster on Sesame Street. Do you know Oscar the Grouch, Oscar the Grouch, Oscar the Grouch? Do you know Oscar the Grouch? He's a grouchy monster on Sesame Street. Do you know Abby Cadabby, Abby Cadabby, Abby Cadabby? Do you know Abby Cadabby? She's a monster on Sesame Street. Good morning, Stones fan. Good morning, Brian Finnegan. Good morning, Julie Flanagan. I wonder if Julie Flanagan is any relation to Brian Finnegan. Good morning, Jack. Do you know Jack Taylor, Jack Taylor, Jack Taylor? Do you know Jack Taylor? He's a monster on Sesame Street. Do you know Janet, Janet, Janet? Do you know Janet? She's a monster on Sesame Street. Do you know Sandra Lynn, Sandra Lynn, Sandra Lynn? Do you know Sandra Lynn? She's a monster on Sesame Street. Do you know Julie Flanagan, Julie Flanagan, Julie Flanagan? Do you know Julie Flanagan? She's a monster on Sesame Street. Do you know Brian Finnegan, Brian Finnegan, Brian Finnegan? Do you know Brian Finnegan? He's a monster on Sesame Street. I'd like to say I'm dating myself by singing that song, but I'm really not. I'm falsely dating myself. It implies, I think, by singing that song, thank you, Jack, by singing that song, there's a certain implication out there that is true, that I have little ones in the house. And ooh, do I have little ones in the house. I have 2 little ones, three medium ones, and 2 big ones out of house. So I got a whole pack of children. And let me tell you, when you have, I don't know, Julie, how well, Janet, you deserve to be sung to. And Julie Flanagan, I think the only reason I'm in a good mood is because the silliness that I'm actually going live. About 15 minutes ago, we've had a chaotic 12, 14 hours. My little nugget of love, Augie, and he's fine, but he had what's called croup last night. And he had it about a year ago, and he was very sick, and his dada was kind of in shock and stunned and didn't know what to do. His mama was a super mama and was strong and confident and charged forward. Gave me the dad who's stunned with my little boy who's 2.5, who's gasping for air, going, excuse me, that hurts even to do, in a way that is probably a panic of any parent. And he's 2.5, and he's beautiful, and he's got Down syndrome, and I say that just to add to his sweetness that is Augie. But he was feeling horrible last night, and he couldn't stop doing that, and he couldn't stop choking, and I didn't know what to do. And my wife said, hey, he's got a poopy too, can you change his diaper? And I kind of was like, I don't even know how to do this. My baby can't breathe. I don't know how to change his diaper. I'm worried about him breathing, and it was chaos. And we ended up having to go to the hospital. We called a neighbor that was a nurse, and she looked at his chest, and he couldn't get any air. And we were with him at the hospital till, I don't know, from like 7:30 till about 11 o'clock last night. We got him back to sleep. But this morning's been chaos as well. This morning's been, can I bitch for a little while? May I bitch for a little while? What did we happen this morning? I mean, we got up early. We reflected on our chaotic evening. We focused on a little bit of gratitude as we lay in bed, but I think I may have lost what I was being grateful for during the morning. We got 3 big kids off to school. We got 2 babies fed and dealt with this morning and put back to sleep. And in the midst of it all, And again, we were up late last night with the sick little boy at the hospital. One of our bigger kids goes, "Oh no, oh no, Holly just threw up on the rug. Oh no, she did it again." So we're wrestling kids, dealing with crying babies, packing place. And again, my wife did more of it than I. Sending kids off to school, dealing with the standard kind of bitching and moaning that teenage kids can do, them, getting socks on, getting the 9-year-old to comb his hair, getting the little ones back in bed, getting bottles ready. And somewhere in our morning that was my chaos that I'm describing to you, and again, it's just life. It is just life. Somewhere in the chaos that was our morning, I looked to my wife and go, "Hey, do you want me to go live today?" She goes, "Well, it's really up to you, but I got to do this, and this, so I can't help you get ready." And I go, "Oh, don't worry about helping me." And she even apologized. And she's got one baby in one arm. She's locating bottles with another arm. She's microwaving. She's dealing with sick kids. She's steam cleaning up vomit on our carpet in our living room. And she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry I can't help you get ready." And I go, "Well, I'm just going ready for a live show that really doesn't have a whole heck of a lot to do with life." But in that same sense, it has everything to do with life, because this show is about life. It's a show about me sharing a little bit of my morning. So when Julie Flanagan said she loved the mood that I was in today, and honestly, it kind of made me laugh, because I was sitting there kind of stunned in shock, going, oh, this seems hard. This seems hard. So what did I need to do? I needed to go live and talk to you guys about the hardness that life can be. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. Hey, we got a nice audience this morning. Anybody new, whether you're on dual streaming on YouTube or TikTok, please, if you're new, please follow my page. Please follow my page. Hold on, I got something funny to say. I go live a lot. I like to go live every morning at 8 o'clock, but sometimes I take vacations and don't want to do it and skip that. And but anyway, I like to go live a lot, and I post a lot of videos, and I post a lot of videos that I get out of these lives. And my wife's doing a lot of help with me posting the videos, and we're running through the analytics, and there's so much stuff behind going live and posting videos and creating a channel if you want to do it successfully. And I don't know what I'm doing, but my wife's good at editing videos and learning about social media and about spreading videos. And apparently my role in this, I like to consider myself the talent. Yes, I am on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for asking, Ohio. Please follow me there. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But anyway, we're going through the videos, and I'm going, hey, do I just suck? Why is my audience not growing? Can I post this video? And every once in a while, I'll say a funny word during my live videos, and it becomes the word of the day. And yesterday, it wasn't that hard of a word, but I even forget, invigorate. And I just thought it was kind of a fun word and made it the word of the day. And my wife's saying we should go for higher quality content and less silly videos. And I posted a video, I don't know, about a year ago about eating a scoop of sauerkraut. And I didn't only eat 1 scoop of sauerkraut, I ate 2 scoops of sauerkraut. So the sauerkraut video is kind of our reference to anything that could be bad about my channel. So anytime we're wondering, should we do more sauerkraut videos or less sauerkraut videos? My wife gave me the advice last night, or before the sickness and before the chaos, while we were editing the videos. She going, we love Ken, but maybe we need less Ken on the channel and just more Ken at home. We can see Ken, but maybe Ken videos, such as the sauerkraut videos, or what have you, should be left off. And we should focus on, I don't know, addiction or sobriety or mental health or what have you. So again, we don't really edit it. She wants edited Ken for the general public. Jack likes silly Ken. Well, Jack, I get that. I appreciate your guys' thoughts. I really do appreciate your thoughts. But a lot of my videos have some seriousness to them, and I'm doing this professionally, and I'm doing it for a living. I'm becoming a content creator. I enjoy talking to the camera. And, well, RJ, you're gonna, yeah, okay, Shannon likes the variety. Yeah, I think so. I think you guys do. And she even said it. You guys are kind of almost becoming like Kivo wants Naughty Ken. Well, you're going to have to see me take 2 baths in a day for Naughty Ken. And Flower, Ohio says my wife's on target. And again, we get a lot of different opinions and different thoughts. But I think people, I think part of if we're having struggles, and I don't even know if we're having struggles, it's just kind of life and social media or working out or dealing with kids is all kind of a learning experience, and such is life. And I think a lot of my social media videos I like to make fun. But if somebody's going to my channel on YouTube and is brought in because I'm talking about sobriety or not drinking or men's mental health or divorce or whatever, and then they see 3 silly little shorts, they might go, hey, this isn't what I'm looking for, or how do I find more stuff on sobriety, because I love what the guy says about sobriety, but I don't care what he thinks about sauerkraut. I mean, I got 2 schools of thought. One school of thought is I should change the content I'm putting out. And my second school of thought, which I tend to lead to, is to heck with that guy. He should find his own sobriety channel if he doesn't want to learn about my affection towards sauerkraut as well. So these are the thoughts that are going through my mind, as I'm cleaning up vomit, as we're wrestling kids to get them to bed, to get them babas, to get them to sleep so they feel better, and so it's quiet in our house. And every once in a while, Holly, and I'm going to show my TikTokers, sees a dog walking through the front window and gets up and starts barking chaotically. I mean, she's like 45, 50 pounds. She's an English Springer Spaniel. She wants to fight with every dog she sees. When she can't physically fight them, she wants to verbally spar through the window. And keep in mind, we have 2 sleeping babies, one that was in the hospital till 11 o'clock last night. It presents a myriad, a myriad of challenges. And I believe, for those that aren't familiar with the word myriad, and you know what I'm going to use this video for later, a myriad means a wide variety. And in this case, a myriad of challenges, meaning a wide variety, a plethora of challenges. Wow, I might have knocked out 2 words of the day in one sentence. But I don't know. But you do know what I do know. Yeah, no, she says keep my funny, silly stuff on my lives. Of course. I can't sit down and go, hey, I'm just going to talk about sobriety today, because sobriety's not on my mind. Or I can't talk about men's mental health today, although we think that's a very underserved. Hey, Abby's dad, welcome. Not off. I love Abby's dad. He might be my favorite viewer. I think and we think about it a lot, one of the least served things where I have some expertise is men's mental health. And I think a lot of men probably, we're raised to be strong and silent and, go through life and not feel emotions. And I've always been very emotional and one that doesn't mind sharing his emotions and sharing things. And hopefully that can help other men feel comfortable that they struggle or they're sad or they're depression and or they're depressed. And a lot of you guys probably know I lost my brother to all that stuff. It'll be about just about a year and a half ago, because life got too much for him. And in some ways, he's an inspiration to me. Some of the things he did and the mistakes he made, honestly, and the way he dealt with life. Because life can be hard for us all, and life can be challenging for us all. And again, I'm only going through it through a man that's been divorced and struggled with stuff's lens, because that's the only lens I know. But it can be tough on men that are divorced and have their lives turned upside down and their kids taken out of their home and their dog taken away and their home taken away and are trying to find meaning. And I've seen it firsthand with myself and secondhand with my brother, uh, because a lot of people go through struggles. A lot of people go through struggles, and particularly men. Uh, I think divorced men. So I'm glad I get to share a little bit about that story with you and my story and my journey that is life, and keep charging forward. So, anyway, for those that have been watching a while, it's not just a show about me talking. It's not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, it is also a show, and I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this. About me sharing my love of coffee. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have my lid on right. It's kind of pouring a little funny. For those that have been watching a while, hello. It's a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I just poured myself a nice hot cuppy. I was reading Abby's dad and the word cup came out cuppy. I poured myself a nice hot cup of coffee. And I'm excited to have my first sip. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Don't know if my wife's broken into this pot yet. I don't believe she has. But it's the dark roast. It's the dark roast. We woke it early this morning, like 5:15. And she said, we were talking about some stuff and some things we're struggling with and challenges with. And all of a sudden she goes, ooh, but we have gingerbread coffee. We have gingerbread coffee. And I go, hey, think of 5 things you're grateful for. And I think one of them was gingerbread coffee. And she rattled off, 4 or 5 other things. And then we decided to get out of bed and start our day. Little did we know the chaos that it would ensue and the vomit that would happen and the steam cleaners and the shoveling kids off. And again, that is life. That is our life. And I think when you have big families and lots of kids, you deal with more of that. But again, if you don't have a dog, you don't ever have to clean up dog poop. That's such a wise saying. But then again, you don't have a dog to love and to watch grow and to walk and to pet and to brush and to, it's weird because I think we all crave less responsibility and an easier life and just kicking back on the beach. But without the responsibility that comes with having a dog, or that comes with having kids, or comes with all that, I don't know. And I've done it. I've lived a single life, a single guy life. And I tell you what, you miss the chaos. You miss the chaos. You really miss the chaos that is life. And although life's simple and in some ways easier, it's certainly not better. And so let's drink a little more coffee. Oh. So anyway, it's Thursday morning. It is Thursday morning. and I'm feeling good. Sometimes the chaos is soothing to me, says Jimmy. Is that weird? Well, I think certain people are more comfortable in chaos, and maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe that's why I'm here. That's why I have a Coffee with Ken show. Hey, Two Girl Mom's headed to Illinois. Where in Illinois are you going? Let me know, Two Girl Mom. I hope you have a safe drive or flight or whatever you're doing. But I think some people seek out chaos, and I'm sure I probably do to some level. To some level. And, I haven't chosen the simple life. Again, I did everything to excess, whether it be drinking, gambling, smoking, what have you, living, partying, having kids, getting married. It makes life certainly more complicated at times. But I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't change it. And somebody asked me about a month ago if I could do it all again, would I never drank or would I have been sober the whole time? And it's hard to even imagine a life like that. Oh, wow. Two Girl Mom's headed to North Central College in Naperville. That is awesome. I wonder why you're headed there. That's in beautiful downtown Naperville. You're a stone's throw away, although I'm making the walking motion with my feet, and I'm using the word stone's throw. Perhaps it would have been better if I would have said a stone's throw away from my favorite Starbucks on Jefferson in Maine. Oh, your little brother's playing football. That is so cool. For the best burger in Illinois, you'll enjoy it. Ever been? Wow. If I sit still, I get antsy fast. Jimmy has ants in his pants. Jimmy has ants in his pants. Jimmy has ants in his pants. But I've got a couple funny things to say about that. But I don't know if I'm gonna. Two Girl Mom, you're gonna love. I hope you're gonna love Naperville. It's not a quiet town. I think it's just right. I think it's just right. I think it's. Sometimes we long for a quieter existence, but it's a neat mix, Naperville. And again, I don't know if you guys care about me talking about Naperville. It's a neat mix of almost urban and suburban. And it's almost suburban by definition, but it grew so much and now is 150,000 people with kind of a bustling downtown. And the bustling downtown has an awesome Division III school named North Central College. And I think they might have won the Division III football championship last year. And they win a lot. They're great in sports, I think. I don't know how it is academically, but I bet it's really good. And just a little beautiful, tiny little college campus right on the edge of town. And I'm excited for you. I think you'll have fun. It's neat that you're coming here. And I don't know, we can hook up. Maybe you want to meet my wife and kids and some of that chaos that we live in. Maybe we can meet for coffee. I say Naperville. They say how much they love our downtown. Yes, Sandra our downtown. And again, I was a realtor for 17 years. The downtown in Naperville it's changed a little bit. And honestly, it's lost a little bit of its charm. It used to have some smaller stores or some more affordable stores, honestly. They used to have a Gap and, I don't know, places where you could feel you could afford something. But now the kids, I don't know, they love going to Lululemon or various stores that I can't even think of the name of, but their stuff's kind of fancy. Yeah, they got great restaurants, they got great bars, and great place to go, and I hope you enjoy your visit. The name alone, Naperville, sounds like a happy place. It is. It's named after, here's a little trivia. It's named after Joe Naper, which was our founder. And I don't know, he came here in like the 1830s. It's right on the edge of a tiny little river that must have been probably, I guess, if you're a farmer or something, you want to be 1834. I was pretty close. You probably want to be close to a river to either move your stuff up and down the river or get the water or what have you. And beautiful little town. and beautiful little town, and not even little town. It's funny you call it a little town. Just the nostalgia in me wants to call Naperville a little town, but it's again, it's got about 150,000 people with a exciting downtown. And I don't know how big Auburn is, Auburn, Mom. But yeah, take a stroll along the Riverwalk. Yeah, Janet just said her girls got a fabulous education and life raising them in Naperville. I'll tell you, it's almost cliche how nice it would be to raise your kids in Naperville, and how many other kids live here, and how many parks and great schools. And again, we're probably building it up too much for Auburn girl. She's going to come here thinking maybe something it's not, but it's a great place to call home, and I've been fortunate to call it home since 2008. Yeah, Jimmy, it is nice. Great hospital. RJ said it's a great hospital. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. Will you be at wrestling meeting Friday? I don't know, Sandra. I don't know. Does your son wrestle at Naperville Central? Oh, we're getting all sorts of fruit. I've been sent some fruit, friends. Well, Sandra Lynn, if I am at the wrestling meeting on Friday, and I might not, my wife might be, because again, we have two babies, and it's really hard to bring two babies to a wrestling meeting. But one of us will probably be there, so it'll probably be her. And our stepson, is a freshman on the wrestling team at Naperville Central. And we'd love to say hi. Maybe we can meet a couple of viewers this weekend. How far are you from Chicago? Running on Love of Running says, how far am I from Chicago? I'd say we're 35 miles from Chicago. And I grew up in Downers Grove, which is about 10 miles east of where I'm at, a little closer to Chicago. A little different vibe. When I was a kid, we had the same population. Both were about 45,000 people. And Naperville kept taking over farms and building subdivisions and growing. And both are nice towns, but they're totally different now. And yeah, so let's have a little more coffee. Sounds like I'm going to a wrestling meeting on Friday night. But anyway, I don't know what I have for you today. It felt great hopping on and talking a little bit about life and about dogs and about kids and about schools and about Naperville and about life. And sharing a little bit of my morning with you. I didn't know how long I was going to talk. I ended up talking for about half an hour. And it always feels good. Again, I think I was in shock from last night and again this morning, and I don't know, just thought maybe going live a little bit would raise my spirits, and I think it has. Tavis said, what was the biggest benefit of sobriety? Well, that's a good question. The biggest benefit for me was, I think I'm proud of myself in ways that I wasn't for most of my life. I think I drank and smoked pot for, I don't know, because I thought it made me cool. But now if I go to a bar or restaurant, I order a water or a non-alcoholic beer, I think I feel a certain pride in myself that probably wasn't there before. And that would be hard to overlook. But if that's not the answer I was going to tell you was my ability, by far for me, my ability to be in the moment in ways I couldn't when I always was craving Hit a Pot or Next Heineken. Because 3 years ago at this time, I'd look at my watch, it'd be 8:30, I'd say, hey, I was up late. It's been a hectic morning. Maybe I deserve to go out to the garage and smoke a little pot. And I would. And I'd sit here for half an hour and go, hey, I feel kind of cool. I'm not sure if I got a good smoke. Let's go out and have another one. And then I'd come back here, it'd be 9:30. I'd be looking at my watch going, hey, you know what would taste real good? A Heineken. I'd open up a Heineken at 9:30 because in my mind, I'd be partying. And the problem, it was cool when I was partying, but it wasn't partying for most of my life. It was just a constant craving of, it didn't matter how many beers I had or how much smoke I'd smoked. I wanted more. I wanted a high that didn't exist. So I couldn't just sit here, stare out the window, and look at fall and kind of enjoy it and be in the moment. And I think, as we've all heard, it's so important in life to be in the moment. But if you're always wanting another beer or always wondering when you and your wife are going to go to lunch and order drinks, or when your buddies are going to come over, when the football game's starting so you can start drinking, it's almost impossible to be in the moment. And it's almost impossible to be in the moment. Hey, 124. Way to go, Tavis. Congratulations to you. I think that's awesome. Tavis just said he loves being sober, and it's day 124. Again, Tavis, I think you'd probably say, I know I always say, life's not perfect when you're sober. Thank you, Austin. Life's not, my dog still threw up on the carpet this morning, and we had to take my little boy to the hospital last night. But I think I'm more able to cope with it in a healthy fashion than I would have been 3 years ago. And again, I would have, right now, if I'm looking forward to anything, it's probably taking my dog Holly for a walk and maybe spending some quiet time with my wife, drinking some coffee. And but 3 years ago, I would have been looking forward to going into the garage. And after I went into the garage for a smoke once, I would have been back out there 20 minutes later for another. And I would have been opening up a beer in an hour, and that would have been my day. And then I would have said, crap, it's a gorgeous day, one of the last beautiful days in fall. I've been drinking, I've been smoking. We can't go downtown. I can't ride my scooter. I can't go to the gym. And all three are options to me. We could go downtown. I can go to the gym. I can ride my scooter today because, I don't know, I'm not smoking and I'm not drinking. And the better thing about it is just not being tempted to smoke or drink. And hello, me over there on YouTube. Thank you for hopping on. Again, yeah, just constantly being tempted to drink or smoke sucks. Sucks. And again, it just feels so nice not to be really tempted at all. Not to be tempted at all. You're still tempted. Okay, well, Tavis, that's okay. Then you deserve a bigger kudos than I do, just because was I ever peer pressured into bad activities? Yeah, sure. I'm overall calmer and seem happier more often. Your wife drinks around you. Tavis, that would be hard. That would be hard. But again, I think if you quit drinking, I go through similar things. And I hang out with people that are drinking, or I'll go to a bar, or I'll hang out with people that are smoking pot. And I just know for me it's not good. And if I had one hit of pot or one beer, I'd want another, and then another, and then another. And all of a sudden I'd be stuck on the couch. I wouldn't be working out. I wouldn't be riding my scooter. I wouldn't be excited about the dog walk. And I'd rather be excited about going to the gym today, or, I don't know, taking my dog for a walk, or, than drinking. Jimmy asked, if I may ask you, are you on the wagon then? I don't know what being on the wagon means. What does it mean to be on the wagon? I don't know if I'm on the wagon or not. I don't drink. Does that mean I'm on the wagon? And I don't smoke pot. That might mean I'm not on the wagon, or I'm on the wagon. I don't even know what it means to be on the wagon or off the wagon. But I don't drink or smoke, if that answers your question. You don't want to fall off the wagon. The wagon runs most often lots of us over. Sometimes the wagon will run us over and then it'll reverse. Who knew the wagons had a reverse gear? And back up over us, and make sure one of those big wagon wheels going over my body, and then somehow the horse is going in reverse and backing the wagon up and go clunk again. And everybody in the wagon's going like that. Crap, we ran over Dad again. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want to fall off the wagon. Thanksgiving plans, RJ. We can wrap this up on a little easier talk or a softer talk. We are having my sister and her large family and my dad over for Thanksgiving. And we got some invites to some other people, but we believe they already have plans. My sister has 6 children. 5 of them are going to be coming. We have, 7. I don't know if they're all going to be here, but if they are, that's 13 kids. To be honest with you, I'm not sure we ever really ran the numbers to go, what the heck are we going to do feeding 13 kids and, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 adults? Where are we going to feed them? Hopefully it's nice outside. And even if it's not nice outside, maybe we can just shove all the kids, including the babies, outside and throw scraps of turkey and stuffing at them and some mashed potatoes. Here, catch this. Here's some gravy. Keep warm. Yeah. So we're going to have a crowded house and a full house. I guess crowded and full is a little redundant. And we're going to make it through. And in a perfect world, for me, we'd eat buffet style just because I grew up in a house where it was stressful to sit around a table. And although Thanksgiving is a classic meal to sit around the table, when you have 13 kids and, 6 adults, you're talking about 20-ish people. I don't know. We're going to feed them all. Maybe push them down in the basement. That way, if they make messes, won't be that messy. It won't get on my carpet, which we've already had a steam cleaner on today. So anyway, it is Thursday morning. I so appreciate. Crowded House is a great band. Offhand, I know the band. I can't think of a song the Crowded House sings. And I can't picture it being that great because I can't picture a song by Crowded House. No, the Christmas tree is not up, RJ. I bet we're going to put it up after Thanksgiving weekend. There's been times in my life, and my wife and I haven't had always a seamless relationship. And one of the seams we hit was on the thought of getting 2 Christmas trees. I just didn't know people did it. And we had a Christmas tree in the sunroom, and we had a Christmas tree in the living room. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? So anyway. But I'm going to have another swig of coffee, and I'm going to let you guys go. And I want to say thanks for joining today and following along in my story and for a little hitting the like, whether it's on YouTube or over on TikTok, and following my page and following in my content, and I don't know, being a part of my little journey that is life. Hey, Tavis, I hope you follow my page, talk about sobriety a fair bit, and congrats again on 124 days. And Jimmy, you are so very welcome. And RJ, you are welcome as well. And I want to thank you guys. I appreciate you. One more sip of coffee. Sandra Lynn just said, I don't know what you look like, but might see you at a wrestling meeting. What do you mean you don't know what I look like? I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm 6'2" and I'm bald. I'll probably shave and shower by then. I missed my shower yesterday. Julie, thank you so much. And thank you all. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you are, I get it. Hope you're feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.